What's up, gang? It's Willie Rebuild, baby, back with another one. That's right. Starting things off today right here in the garage, baby. That's right. Up in here with old Rat Nest. And I'm about to take the computer out of it because I need to take the computer over to the tuner and get him to make some adjustments in the tune for me because I went ahead and upgraded the injectors. Sorry for the wait on the video, but old Willie Rebuild had technical difficulties. If you could look good in that left eye, you could see it's red, baby. Had a flash burn from the welder welding in the floors in the LS Monte Carlo, trying to get it on down the road. Just one of those things that happen when you're actually doing the work. See, Willie Rebuild not one of these guys that's just doing a bunch of talking and spit boxing and stuff like that. I'm doing the work. So when you're doing the work, you know, you get cuts, scrapes, bruises, and welts, baby. That's right. But enough of talking right now. I'm back with another one. Let's turn the camera around. All right, gang. So as y'all can see, down here in old Rat Nest, I done upgraded the injectors in it while they was on sale. I've been basically just running some injectors in it to get it, you know, to move it around, you know. But now I got the right injectors in it. So what we gonna do now is we gonna go ahead and take this computer and I'm gonna go by the tuner before he leave today and get him to download the file for those injectors, because with those injectors now it won't stay running because I just got a bass tune in it and I had it tuned to some, I think like 32-pound injectors. They came from a 2007 SS Impala, just some stuff I stuck in there to get it to run. And this the box right here. Y'all asked me what injectors I use. This the injectors that I use right here, baby. Fuel injection connection, non-sponsor. Y'all know Willie Rebuild ain't got no sponsors, but that's all right, baby, because we still gonna get the job done. But let me go ahead and sit this stuff in the truck and we gonna start this video off right and we gonna work our way over to the shop, baby. Yes, sir. All right, gang, we done made it over here to Area 51. I went to Harbor Freight and picked up a few supplies, including these safety glasses. Try to help my helmet, my welding helmet, because I'm not really sure, you know, what caused the flash burn. This the second time that happened. The mask I use is not a real expensive mask. As you can see, it's a Harbor Freight mask, but it do work. I see the lens, I see the front lens is blackening out like it's supposed to, so I turned the settings up and then I'm gonna weld with these safety glasses on too, just to give me some extra protection. But I'm kind of thinking when I'm in these flow pans, it's kind of tight, and the flash is coming up under the mask, so I'm gonna kind of stay like straight forward and, you know, straight face towards what I'm welding to make sure that the flash is not coming around the helmet no kind of way. But as y'all can see, I done started cutting these rusty pans out. This the new pans that I put in. And what I was doing was, before the flash burn, is tacking in the flow pans. I cut the braces out. Now, one thing I didn't want to do is cut this big brace out, because this brace go all the way across the flow. I know a lot of y'all probably say, well, that's the right way and this and that. This car got a motor and transmission in it. So in order for me to change this entire flow pan, I would have to take the engine and trans out the car, because your flow pan go all the way up under. As you can see, that's the seam where the flow pan connect to the firewall. So it's not as easy as most people think. The flow, to replace the entire flow, the engine and trans will have to be out of the car, and we not doing that. So the driver side of the flow is good. the passenger side, I'm gonna weld this in, make sure everything airtight, and then seam seal all this all the way around. Now, I had a couple of spots that was bad right up under the brace. As you can see where these gaps at, I cut the metal out of there, the bad metal, and I'm gonna go up under the car and weld new metal in to make the flow sit on top of the old pan, just to lap it a little bit. And then I'll weld it in here and then weld it from under the bottom of the car. It's a spot here like that, as you can see, this gap, that's because I cut the bad metal out from under the brace, and I'm gonna tack it back to the bottom of the brace and then weld this to the top of it. Same thing right here. I cut the rust out from under the brace, clean the brace off, and I'm gonna weld another piece in, grind it down smooth, and you won't be able to tell what happened. Sometimes you gotta improvise a little bit and work around, cut the rust out and work around, instead of trying to take that whole brace out of the car and cut the pan like that, because I could have did that too, but I would have had to take the whole brace out, and that brace is spot weld all the way across the floor, and I would have also had to remove this brace right here from the passenger, from the driver's side as well. So I tried not to do that. So I left the brace in and worked around it. Another little update on the dump. I got the computers back for the dump, and everything working good with the dump now, so I can get back on it and start back finishing it up. Basically it's finished. I just gotta run my AC lines and then get a power steering line made for it. But I'll give y'all a cold start on the dump with the new computers in it. As you can see, computers sitting down there on the floor. I think the battery cable a little bit loose on it. Didn't tighten it up because it got something going on with his little lights back there. But these LT motors, they very voltage sensitive, and if the cable is not tight, it's gonna affect how the engine runs. So I just got them on there, like twisted on there with my hand, nothing. And it might be running out of fuel as well, because I don't think I got nothing but about a gallon or two of gas when I first put it in there. It's the battery cable. The battery cable is loose because I see the battery light on. See if I can get them on there where they getting a good connection, and let y'all see that the computer solved the issue that I was having with it. Still gotta do some tuning on it, but as you can see, it's revving and it's going in reverse like it should be. But like I say, still gotta do some tuning on it, and I think it's running out of gas as well. But we'll deal with that. Knocking it out slowly but surely. Y'all heard the crank on the box Chevy. So now let's get these flow pans put in, gang. Let me go ahead and jack the car up. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Y'all see what's going on. It ain't no talking, whole bunch of talking over here and all this foolishness. Is action over here. I'm a man of action. I get the job done. Jack of all trades, master of none. Let's get this car jacked up and get this flow welded in, baby. All right, gang, let me bring y'all up under the car for a second. Got a lot of wires and shit around this intercooler and shit, cause I'm using multiple tools at one time. Let me see if I can knock some of this metal off this cardboard. I don't want all that shit getting on me. All right, gang. So, as y'all can see, right there, I done tacked in a piece of metal to fill in one spot, and I got to do the same thing right there. And then I'll take the grinder with a flap disc and smoothen that down and clean all that up. But sometimes that's the course of action you're gonna have to take, because you're gonna have rusty metal, and all the time you ain't gonna be able to change the whole flow pan, gang. So now what we getting ready to do is we getting ready to weld that back flow pan in. Let me see. Let me get that light around here on the other side, gang. Sorry for the messed up camera angle, but as y'all can see, I done cleaned that metal up. I done cut that flow pan out, and now I done already cleaned this pan up, and now I'm gonna screw it in. And as you can see, this little spot right there in the back where it's a little bit too big, I'm gonna cut out a piece of metal first, and I'm gonna fit that in that little spot and weld and tag that in, and then I'll weld the flow pan in, gang. But that's what I'm doing right now. I think what I'm gonna do is drill this. I'm gonna drill it all the way around it and spot weld it in, and then I'm gonna come back over the top and put a couple of beads in it. And then what I do is seam seal around it, wipe it with a brush, as y'all will see later, and it's gonna look beautiful situation. Right now, it don't look so pretty, cause we in the middle of the process of getting them done, gang. So just give me a minute, and I'm gonna make it look nice and pretty for y'all. Y'all stay tuned, gang. I'm gonna cut y'all back on in a minute. Alright, gang, we back. So I done went ahead and tacked the pans in. It don't look the prettiest right now because I'm not trying to grind the welds all the way flat. Because I don't want to compromise the welds, but the pans are in, as you can see. And now I'm getting ready to pull 15 all the way around the welds, and especially in these spots right here, because I had some pitting in here and I filled in a couple of pinholes with the welder where it pitted through. But I think I'm gonna put the pull 15 in there, scuff it, and then come back and put some fiberglass in that spot and also in this spot, because this the rocker, this not a part of the flow. So I'm gonna put some fiberglass. I also went ahead and put the rust mod in there. You can see how the metal came back real silver in there. So I'm gonna put some fiberglass in that little spot in the rocker. I'm gonna pull 15 all of it first, and then come back in that spot and on that tunnel with some fiberglass, and then I'm gonna seam seal all the way around the well. So once I do that, it'll look nice and pretty how y'all want to see it. And also, let me show y'all up under the car, because I had to do some welding up under the car as well. As you can see, I put a patch in there. Now this spot here, I flattened the welds out. I flattened the welds out in it a good bit. And I'm gonna put some seam sealer around the bottom of the floor as well. This probably gonna get some pull 15 too. I'm gonna go ahead and pull 15 that right there. But it's airtight. The floor is solid around all these seams. I'm gonna clean them up where I welded the floor in, and I'm gonna seam seal around that to close it in to keep the moisture up out it. But as y'all can see, it's looking pretty good, gang. And right here on this side, it had a couple of little spots that rusted through, but that ain't no big deal. For the most part, it was still pretty solid. So I'm gonna wipe a little seam seal on that rust spot. Pull 15 at first and then wipe a little seam seal to seal it up. And then it should be good from there, gang. No more Flintstone mobile, baby. That's right. So let me get my pull 15 out, find me something to pour it in, and then I'm gonna start brushing that pull 15 on it to make it look pretty, gang. I'll cut y'all back on in a minute. About 75% done. Everything tacked in, welded in. Put some pull 15 in there to take care of the welds. Make sure the welds don't go to rusting or nothing like that. Put that pull 15 in there. The Fred Flintstone is solid now, baby. That's right. See, solid now. Will it rebuild over and out? All right, gang, we back, baby. And as y'all can see, I done went ahead and applied the seam sealer. And I top coated it with a little Rust-Oleum paint. Got a little runs right there from my the thinner that I used to thin out the seam sealer when I brush it on. But as y'all can see, she done, baby. That's right. And the seam seal I use is just this let me see if I can loosen it up. It's just this Deltron seam sealer, gray. Top coated it in gray. Take me a little chip brush and just smoothing out the thinner a little bit. And that's it, gang. Now a few of these braces had a little pitting and stuff going on, but I welded them in. They should be good. This little spot right here in the rocker, I decided just to leave it alone. I treated it with some Pull 15 and I put some rust mud on it and some Pull 15, and I just decided to leave it alone. I don't think it's really worth fiberglass in that. Also, these little spots up here where it was pitting, I just cleaned it with the rust mud, put the Pull 15, I tacked a couple of the holes closed and just top coated it. I mean, it should be all right. If I put fiberglass, then I gotta be sanding all inside the car, put a lot of dust in it. So I just decided, you know, just to leave it be. It only had like 1 or 2 pinholes in it, so it wasn't too bad. Let me bring y'all underneath the car and let y'all see. I look up under the car. So as y'all can see, same thing. That's the little spot where I sectioned it in, tacked it all in, spot welded it all the way in, grinded the welds down, and then I just came back with the Pull 15 under the bottom, and Pull 15 under the bottom, and then I just top coated under the bottom with some wax that I use, some it's kind of like bed liner, but it's wax. And I also seamed the sides. I don't know how good y'all can see in there, but I went around the sides with seam sealer on this side as well. And then I just sprayed it with the bed liner to kind of cover it in. So now the Monte Carlo floors is solid. The next thing we gotta tackle in it is the dash. He got a dash cap for it. I'm gonna install it while it's in the car. I'm gonna have to knock a couple of those little spots like this down flat, and then I'm gonna clean it off real good and glue the dash pad on it. Not sure if I'm gonna make a video on it. And also I gotta put the carpet back in here, gang. Put the new carpet in. I'm not gonna paint the other side of the floor. I just painted this side to kind of blend it back in with the gray. It's gonna be under the carpet. The floor don't have to be a showroom quality floor up under the carpet. So that's the finished product of that, gang. As y'all can see, it's solid. The welds, some of the welds ain't the prettiest of welds, but I guarantee you one thing, it's gonna hold, and that's all that matter, gang. It's Willie Rebuild, back with another one, telling you to like, share, comment, and subscribe, gang. Over and out.